Hey Sonia, hey guys.
So what Walking Dead goodies have you got for us today?
Well, we've already reviewed the amazing Michonne statue, so I thought we'd take a look at a couple of other collectibles in the lower price bracket.
Awesome.
So we've got the Sheriff Rick Grimes mini bust from the TV series and the Governor action figure from the comic series. Now the bust by Gentle Giant Limited depicts Grimes in his sheriff's uniform as he appears in the show's pilot episode. Pistol drawn, ready to take down criminals and walkers alike, these busts are limited editions. The Governor, on the other hand, by McFarlane Toys, features 28 points of articulation, sword, kitchen knife, pistol, and switch-out mutilated head and right arm.
Well, let's start with the bust.
Yep, alright.
I quite like the sculpt on this one. It's dynamic and it has a very similar physicality to Andrew Lincoln from the series.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There's a rigidity about him, or how he plays the character anyway. And this detail is also exemplified in the rear hand, which could also be ready to quick draw on a second firearm. I also like that they chose to go that extra mile by including the utility belt and the radio in the bust.
Yeah, and it's the same with the paintwork.
Yeah.
There's a lot of care taken with the finer details, like the small print on his name tag and even the badge.
I feel the same with the airbrush work on the skin. It looks excellent. The only issue I have is with the face. Now, the website boasts an exact likeness of actor Andrew Lincoln. Now, I caught up with Andrew for a coffee during
No,
the
you
week.
didn't.
I Skyped him and he and
No,
I
you
discussed a few.
didn't.
I Googled his name and saw multiple images on my desktop
That's more
in
like
which
it.
I compared the mini bust beside it and then realized that the result, Sonia, more importantly, is that it is not an exact likeness to Andrew Lincoln. It is not even an exact likeness to that of the image featured on the box. It's close, but no cigar. So I'm going to give this mini bust a borrow.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and it's a borrow from me as well. But let's move on to the Governor.
Okay, well, visually, I think he looks great. The colours are good, the paintwork isn't sloppy, there's adequate detail from the creases of his clothes through to his scuffed boots, and the sculpt of the toy is sound. Look, I like the design of the head sculpt. The face is mischievous together with commanding. And the weapons also, I thought they looked good.
Now, I love that there's plenty to choose from, and depends on what kind of scenario you're going to set.
Yeah, especially because you've got the switch out mutilated arm and the face, and interchanging those parts is relatively easy, which I thought was really nice. However, that said, I thought that the articulation quality varies. The arms, on one hand, are quite dynamic, but the waist and hip movement are stunted. I like a figure that can sit and lunge with ease, and this figure doesn't quite do that successfully.
No, but each hand holds their respective weapons with ease. They don't fall out of his grip, which is nice, because it
Yeah.
really bugs me when that happens.
Yeah, me too. But did you notice that the holster is fixed on his right side?
Yeah.
There ain't no way he's reaching for that gun, even with a go-go gadget arm.
True, but I quite like him. Look, there are some movement issues, but for under $30, you do get a decent figure. Even though he can't lunge or sit as well as maybe you'd like, you
Yeah.
still get some interesting poses out of him, so I'm going to give him a borrow.
Well, look, I'd be inclined to give him a borrow too if, I was one of those collectors who like to keep them in, the packaging.
Yep.
I think he looks a lot better in the box than he does as a figure out of the box. That said, look, I wasn't too impressed with the horizontal movement of the ankle, and I also wasn't impressed with the fact that while I was manipulating the figure, or playing with this toy, his left elbow joint came away. Which begs the question whether having a switch-out amputated arm was even necessary given the inevitable future of Lefty. I'm giving him a berry. Sorry, Governor!
Oh, really?
Hey, Governor. Sorry, is it Governor?